Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. Bingham Park in East Greensboro is closed following new guidance from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA. Signs have been placed in the park and the city will install fencing to prevent access to the space. Bingham Park is considered a pre-regulatory landfill and household waste incinerator dating back several decades. The state advised the city to install signage warning park users not to wade in the stream or touch the soil to avoid exposure to a series of hazardous organic compounds. Approximately $19 million in federal and state funding has been identified for remediation efforts. The city will continue to work with residents to share information about park cleanup options, which will involve the development and implementation of a remediation action plan. Through this project, all contaminated soil within the park and at the former Hampton Elementary School site will be properly removed and disposed of. Meantime, the city is working with residents to develop a new park plan for future activities and amenities. For more information about the Bingham Park remediation project, visit the city's website. Greensboro's Ad Hoc Committee on African American Disparity will place the spotlight on housing inequities toward Black and Brown residents. Cheskesha Cunningham Dockery will lead the discussion as part of Fair Housing Month during a special Zoom meeting at 6 p.m. on April 25th. Cunningham Dockery serves on the Board and Homeowner Services Committee for Habitat for Humanity of Greater Greensboro. A member of the Poplar Ridge Neighborhood Committee since 2016, Cunningham Dockery also chairs Greensboro's Parks and Recreation Commission and serves on the board for Greensboro Downtown Parks Incorporated. Additionally, Cunningham Dockery is the chief judge with the Guilford County Board of Elections. The Ad Hoc Committee on African American Disparity seeks to address barriers that prevent the success of Greensboro's people of color. The committee researches policies and procedures, obtains community feedback, and makes recommendations to the Greensboro City Council about ways to improve access to resources for the African American population. For more information about the committee, visit the city's website. Bird Rides Incorporated received an operator permit to provide electric scooters and bikes for rent within the Greensboro city limits. The equipment is now deployed throughout downtown Greensboro and on UNC Greensboro's campus and surrounding areas. The eco-friendly transportation option can be rented through Bird's free mobile phone application. For user safety, Bird recommends riders wear a helmet when riding a Bird e-scooter and e-bike. You must be at least 18 years old to ride either transport. Riders are required to use parking areas designated by the app when the ride is complete. All Greensboro safety guidelines must be followed. Bird aims to make cities more livable by reducing car trips, traffic, and carbon emissions. The company's scooters, developed by an in-house team of leading engineering and vehicle design experts, offer residents without cars another option for transportation. To report issues ranging from maintenance to improper parking, either use the Bird app or call the company directly at 866-205-2442. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
If you think you don't have time to exercise, I'm here to show you exercises that you can do anytime, anywhere, no matter what you're wearing. Here's an exercise you can do using a chair. It's called a tricep dip. The first thing you want to do for this exercise is slide your hips towards the edge of the chair. Then you're going to walk your feet out and you want to make sure your hands are right here on the side and not the front of the chair. Then you're going to lower your hips towards the floor and come back up. Make sure you have a nice bend in your elbow. Keep your shoulders back. You want to do 8 to 12 repetitions of these, anywhere from 1 to 3 rounds. Here's an exercise called a squat. The first thing you want to do is slide forward in the chair just to leave enough room between your back and the back of the chair. Then you want to slide your feet shoulder width apart. Then you're going to stand all the way up, keep your shoulders back, and then sit all the way back down in the chair. And then stand back up. Good. And you want to do 8 to 12 repetitions of this exercise, and you can do anywhere from 1 to 3 rounds. Here's an exercise you can do to get your heart rate up. It's called high knees. The first thing you want to do, stand nice and tall, keep your shoulders back, keep your belly nice and tight, and then you're going to alternate lifting one knee at a time. You can keep your arms down by your side like Megan's doing here, or you can hold them here. And if you want to make this a little harder and challenge yourself a little bit more, you can add in your arms and bring them down towards your knees. Good. You want to do 30 seconds of this exercise, and you can do anywhere from 1 to 3 rounds. Here's an exercise you can do for your core. It's called side bends. What you're going to do is stand nice and tall, keep your shoulders back, and you're going to reach side to side. You want to make sure you're not reaching forward. Stay nice and tall and reach side to side. Really use your core here and make sure your shoulders are not shrugging up like this. You want to just keep your arms nice and long like Megan's doing here. You want to do 30 seconds of this exercise, anywhere from 1 to 3 rounds. Here's an exercise you can do for strength and balance. It's called a calf raise. The first thing you're going to do is start with your feet shoulder width apart. Stay nice and tall, keep your shoulders back. Then you're going to go up on your toes and hold it for a second, then come back down, up and back down. Good. And one thing to remember, if you do not feel secure completing the exercise like Megan is here, you can hold on to a counter or a chair. And you want to do 8 to 12 repetitions of this exercise, and you can repeat it 1 to 3 times. Some tips on how to fit exercise into your busy schedule are working out with a personal trainer, working out with a buddy can help hold you accountable and keep you committed to exercise. Taking the stairs is always a good idea because it helps your cardiorespiratory system, it helps strengthen your muscles, and you burn more calories than you do taking the elevator. When you go to the store, park in the parking space that's the furthest away, and for every 30 minutes that you are sitting down, get up and move for 3 minutes. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this information has been very helpful. And remember, exercising for only a few minutes a day can make a huge difference. To learn more, please go to conehealth.com/fitness. I'm Kendall McKinney.
The city wants your input about a planned widening for a major bypass, and Southeast Greensboro is hosting the South Side Series to celebrate the neighborhood's unique identity. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The Greensboro Urban Area Metropolitan Planning Organization, or MPO, is accepting public input on a proposed amendment to the Thoroughfare and Collector Street Plan. The amendment would remove a planned widening and construction of a bypass for US 158 between Piney Grove Road and I-73 US 220 in Stokesdale. The public has until 5 p.m. on Tuesday, April 30th to submit written comments on whether to retain or remove the future planned project. Comments can also be shared during a public hearing at the May 8th virtual meeting of the MPO Transportation Advisory Committee. The draft Thoroughfare and Collector Street Plan amendment is available for review on the MPO website. The proposed plan is designed to balance future development with future planned roads. The US 158 widening and bypass was proposed to divert increasing traffic from the town of Stokesdale. Send comments to Engineering Supervisor Lydia McIntyre at P.O. Box 3136 in Greensboro or visit the MPO website. The Greensboro Parks and Recreation Department is partnering with Architect of Black Space to introduce the Gate City Street Night Market. The market, part of the South Side Series, is a curated space to support local Black-owned businesses. The space will be open from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. beginning on Saturday, April 27th. Vendors will be on the downtown Greenway at the intersection of Elm and Bragg Streets. The market will take place the last Saturday of each month from June to October. However, in May, the market will be held on Saturday, May 18th. The Southside Series offers engaging community events that uplift, celebrate, and invest in the Black culture, traditions, institutions, and identity of Southeast Greensboro neighborhoods. Led by April Parker, the firm's architects are anti-racist, multiracial, and Black prioritized queer organizers who provide project management, racial equity consultation and trainings, public scholarship, research, and urban planning services. If you are interested in being an arts and craft or food vendor at the street night market, send an email to Parks and Recreation to request an application. Photographer Alexis Armstrong is the artist in residence as part of the Greensboro Residency for Original Works, also known as GROW. During her 8-week residency, Armstrong will offer a variety of free photography workshops and paid professional photo sessions today through June 10th. The free workshops include They Shot It. The 6-part series teaches kids the basics of photography. Mommy and Me is an interactive photography workshop designed for moms and their children. The Importance of Branding will provide each participant with a complimentary headshot photo. The Power of Positive Talk will focus on using social media to amplify self-love and empowerment. During downtown Greensboro's First Friday event on June 7th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., Armstrong will host a reception and final exhibition. The GROW Residency is supported by the North Carolina Arts Council with funding from the National Endowment for the Arts. For more information about the program, please visit the city's website. Mental health practitioners locally and across the country are prepared to devote an entire month to awareness and resources. Coming up after the break, we'll check in with the director of Guilford County's Behavioral Health Center. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Mental health impacts many people from all walks and on different levels of severity. Coming up next month, the community will have an opportunity to rally and recognize the resources available in our area. Joining me now to tell us about Mental Health Awareness Month is Deborah Mack. She is the director of the Guilford County Behavioral Health Center. Hello, Deborah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me. Tell us, why is the spotlight placed on mental health during the month of May and throughout the year?
You know, nationally, May is that Mental Health Awareness Month, and the opportunity to really continue to remove stigma, continue to educate the community, and really give them that access to the services that are in each community. It is nationally recognized, so definitely a time to push out there and really get people to recognize that it's okay not to be okay.
Absolutely, and we hear more and more the term mental health. I think it's becoming more commonplace and conversational, which is a good thing for folks in your line of work. Tell us, how is Guilford County recognizing Mental Health Awareness Month?
So we will have a proclamation to recognize May as Mental Health Awareness Month on the 2nd at the Guilford County Board of Commissioners meeting. Okay. So that's going to be kind of our kickoff for the event, that we recognize May as that month in our community, in our county. And then next on the 16th, we will on the 17th, I'm sorry, on May 17th, we will have we're calling it Mental Health Rocks. So come help us rock the block.
Oh, nice.
So at 931 3rd Street, where the Guilford County Behavioral Health Center is located, we will be kind of rocking the whole block. We will have providers in each parking lot. We will have, there's the Women's Center that's right across the street. They're participating. There's a kidney center that's participating, a neurological center that's participating. The police department is participating, nice. DSS, and then of course, Alexander Youth Network right across the parking lot from us is participating.
Okay, kind of like an expo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what can the public expect? So they come out to this Rock the Block, what's going to happen there, and will resources be available?
Yes, resources from many of the providers in our community. This is our 3rd event that we've done. Last year, I think we had about 70 providers there. I'm hoping for more this year. So the more that we can get the information out there is what our community has to offer, the better. So really an opportunity not just for the community to connect, but also for providers to connect to one another. So, you know, really a day of connection, collaboration, fellowship, learning, and encouraging people that, you know, mental health, your mental wellness is this continuum. So we want to help you along that continuum.
Okay, wonderful. Sounds like a fun event. What time will that go from?
We will be from 12 to 5:30 that day, yes.
So go at lunch and just
Yes.
keep rocking.
Yes.
Okay, now tell us about some of the services from the actual Guilford County Behavioral Health Center and the impact being made since you opened 3 years ago.
Yes. So in the center we have a mental health urgent care facility that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Okay.
So anyone can walk in at any time that they feel like they are in need of services. That doesn't have to be that you're in need of crisis at the moment. It could just be that I'm really looking for some outpatient services that I want to get connected to, or I really need somebody just to talk to for a moment. So that opportunity is there for you to be able to walk in, and you can have an assessment, and they will determine what level of care do you actually need. You know, if someone's really in a full-blown crisis state, they may need some inpatient help. So the goal there is that the clinical staff there, COME provides the clinical oversight for the services. So the staff there would do an assessment and say, okay, let's see what level of care they need. And if it is that they need inpatient, they'll facilitate that. If they need outpatient, we also have outpatient services upstairs in that very same building. And then we also have facility-based crisis services in that building also. So the goal is that you don't walk into the wrong door. You walk into that door and we'll help you get to where you need to be through that assessment and through really just working with the staff there to help determine what your needs are, and to kind of walk along this continuum with them.
Okay, so it's nice to know that it's open 24/7, so that's easy access. What would be the best number, or how can people make that initial contact with you before they get to the actual center?
So there's always, like I said, the opportunity to walk in at any time. The phone number there is 336-298-2700.
Very easy to remember.
Yes.
Well, Deborah, thank you for stopping by to promote Mental Health Awareness Month. We know it's so very important, and we hope that you come back and let us know more in detail the services provided at the Behavioral Health Center.
Yes, we'll do it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council meetings take place in the Katie Dorsett Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The Solid Waste and Recycling Department will deliver 95-gallon yard waste containers to Greensboro households by the end of this month. Each household will receive one container unless the homeowner contacted the city to opt out. If a second container was purchased before April 1st, it will also be delivered in May. Residents may begin using the containers as soon as they arrive. The container is strictly for the following yard waste items: leaves, branches, and grass clippings. The gray container is not for plastic bags, animal waste, food scraps, planters, rocks, soil, mulch, dirt, or any other items. Place the yard waste container at the curb on your regular garbage collection day. Personal garbage cans may be used for extra waste only through June 30th. Homeowners may still purchase one additional yard waste container for $65. For assistance, call the contact center at 336-373-2489. For more information about the new yard waste rules, visit the city's website. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here are some special events happening this week on the town. The International Civil Rights Center and Museum hosts Sit-In by Candlelight, a tribute to several great African-American poets, on April 26th. Guests will enjoy an exquisite evening of poetry, live music, and delectable hors d'oeuvres in what promises to be a memorable and sophisticated experience. Learn more and get ticket details online at sitinmovement.com. Country singer-songwriter Oliver Anthony, the first artist to debut in the top spot of the Billboard charts without prior chart presence, brings his Out of the Woods tour to the Greensboro Coliseum on April 26th. His national sensation hit, Rich Men North of Richmond, has more than 77 million views on YouTube and illustrates his authentic and passionate voice on societal issues. Get tickets and more information online at greensborocoliseum.com. Join the Greensboro Public Library and community partners for the annual El Día de los Niños, El Día de los Libros Street Festival on Church Street between the Central Library and the Greensboro Children's Museum. Children of all ages can enjoy story times, music, dancing, art activities, food, and much more. It's free, bilingual fun for everyone. Learn more online at the library website, greensborolibrary.org. The Greensboro History Museum hosts a Little Lions Saturday in LeBauer Park on April 27th. Families and kids from pre-kindergarten through 3rd grade can enjoy a healthy history activity at the museum's LeBauer Park Terrace. This free event is part of the YMCA Healthy Kids Day. Learn more online at greensborohistory.org. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Parks and Recreation is gearing up for the summer swim season. The pools and spray grounds will offer free admission. The LeBauer Park Splash Pad opens on May 1st, operating daily from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. The Barber Park and Keeley Park spray grounds and the pools at Warnersville and Windsor are undergoing routine maintenance in anticipation of opening weekend next month. Warnersville Pool will open on May 25th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the weekends, and Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. starting June 11th. Windsor Pool will also open on May 25th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the weekends, and Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. starting June 10th. The Barber Park and Keeley Park spray grounds open on May 25th, operating Mondays through Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and on Sundays from 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Summer jobs are available for lifeguards. Visit the city's website to learn more and to fill out an application. Coming up after the break is our Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to Creative Greensboro. The city's Office for Arts and Culture will host Meredith Wilson's Tony Award-winning musical, The Music Man. Director Todd Fisher will hold auditions from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Tuesday, May 7th and Wednesday, May 8th at the Greensboro Cultural Center. Actors of all ages, experience levels, genders, ethnicities, and racial identities are welcome to register for an audition. Actors should prepare 16 bars of a contemporary Broadway musical to sing for their audition. Actors should not plan to audition with a song from The Music Man. Performances will take place Thursday, June 27th through Sunday, June 30th. To sign up to schedule for a free audition, visit Creative Greensboro on the city's website. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM, 100.7 FM, and 90.5 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Connect GSO, plus GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.